Okay, everyone, welcome in, welcome in. Hopefully, we've got some folks in tonight. I expect tonight should be a pretty good stream, hopefully. Got Chantal is finally, she's been there for a while now. I am finally getting a chance to respond to Chantal's visit over to Thailand, to Bangkok, that exciting part of the world. I'm excited. I've wanted to talk about this stuff for a while. I've been busy. I've had the little bit of hurricane action over here. Did not get hit directly, but power was out for a good day or so. But overall, I was blessed. I can't complain, can't complain too much. IC847 gonna have to come back for the replay. Have a great stream. Well, thank you very much, IC. If you're watching the replay, hope you're having fun watching, and thank you for the $5 donation the other week too. By the way, I appreciate that. Supporting the show. Hello, Blue Eyes. Welcome in. Hope you're good. Oranges, Porridges. Welcome in. Hello there. What up, Alizu? Yeah, tonight we've got the foodie in Thailand, but we actually have a special treat. Or maybe not a special treat, an unpleasant treat, or a special unpleasantness, whatever you want to call it. Foodie has scheduled a live. Apparently, we've got a live Beez coming up. It's should be starting any minute. So what I'm going to do, if anybody wants to keep an eye open for that, to let me know so I can jump right on it, because I don't like to always sniper stuff ahead of time, but this is my usual time. She's jumping on my time slot. She knows this is my slot, so I don't feel bad sniping a little bit. I mean, that's only if it's interesting, though, to be fair. If she doesn't want me to watch it, all she has to do is make sure it's boring. And there's no chance I'll be watching it. Okay. So, let's see. Let me pull up one of the videos that I thought was fun. This is actually one, I think everybody's seen all these already. But these are the ones that I have not yet had a chance to respond to. And I'm going to try to do it pretty quickly, go through them relatively quickly. So let me pull up the first one here that I thought was really funny. These are a little bit out of order, I should add. These are just a little bit out of order because I didn't really put them into a full order in the beginning. Because I didn't really, I don't know. I just kind of thought they would be funny as they came up, Or just loves a snipe. Excellent. All right. Yeah, anybody, or just if anybody wants to keep a second window open to let me know when that jumps up. Oh, and I should probably put this up too. Doctor disclaimer, I am not really a doctor. If you think you need a doctor, please go get one. Goes for anybody watching this. It's just a fun name I like to give myself just as a joke about credentialism. All right, so let me pull up the actual little one I'm going to pull up that I thought was really fun to watch. Just as the fun. I mean, just the whole nature of it. Well, let me show it.
Looks like some chili tomato sauce. We have some chicken on coal with rice, fries, and salad, and some chicken kebab with rice, fries.
Okay, here we go. So Chantal riding a tuk-tuk as a plus-size woman in Bangkok. Got to call out the first thing that I just don't believe here, and that is that Chantal is really only just plus size. She's like plus size at this point. And that's not just to be mean, but that's because somebody may not be aware. They may not know who she is. And if she's like saying that about herself just to, as a euphemism, makes her feel a little better or whatever, but it just isn't the case. Alizu gets her advice from Dr. Lin, which is the smart place to go, in my opinion. Speaking as Dr. Phil, that's where I would go. That's where I get mine from. Yeah, those fries do look a little bit sad. Especially, Chantal does not like it when the salad is bigger than the fries, or when the rice fills up a nice portion of the plate, but for her, that's pretty small. It's really not a big thing. I guess two of those is a nice little snack. So let's let her run for a second.
Salad. Bismillah. So these are just some random clips in my phone. We just thought this really old looking tree was really cool, and here's just me standing around as we're taking walks on the street, and we're going to be doing a lot of videos.
Look at the scooter guy stops. Do you think that he's talking to them behind him, saying, "I wonder if she's going to try to climb onto the scooter, try to climb on behind me, or what? Do you think I could charge her if she breaks the scooter? Do you think she'll pay?" I think that's what he's asking the guy behind him, because I know he didn't stop to pick up Chantal.
Videos showing you guys just walking around the streets with random things and street food and stuff like that. And
that's an interesting looking little shrine there. I mean, I don't know about little, relatively speaking, but it's an interesting shrine. That's the kind of stuff that I would wish Chantal got more footage of. I think that's really interesting. Hey, Rudy, Sarah Jane is not going to be on tonight, but she might be in the chat, hopefully. I know she's pretty busy lately, especially during the week, so hopefully we'll be seeing her later. She'll at least be stopping in to say hi. But I am glad to have you here tonight, Rudy. If you have any number requests, I'll be happy to oblige you with a couple of them, 2 or 3 maybe. Yes, definitely oranges. Chantal is looking at plus size far in the rear view, and objects in the rear view may be closer than they appear, if she's still seeing that.
there's these little temples everywhere, and they're really cool.
Heavy flow.
So we came across this statue, this Buddhist worship area, if you will. I'm not sure why there's water here.
Is that last name McCracken? No, it is not. I'm not Dr. McCracken. No, it's like I think it's a reference to a show, right? I'm sorry, I'm not up on the on pop culture memes. I know I'm maybe showing my age or my youth. I'm not sure which. I think this is interesting. I'm not an expert on Buddhism, but I'm pretty. But from my understanding, this is a Buddhist shrine, and they leave the offerings of drinks or snacks, and I believe sometimes they also use a scrap like fake money. It looks just like printed paper, and they use that. Oh, no, it's all right. It's all right. I just wasn't. You just caught me by surprise. I didn't see it. I was thinking like isn't Zach McCracken like a cartoon character or something? No, it's good. It's fine. We're all adults here. I mean, I don't have the 18 plus on, but I don't think there's any kids here. But yeah, okay. So here, this is like a little Buddhist shrine as far as I can tell, and they have room for candles and incense, it looks like. So you could say your prayers there, which is nice.
I really don't know if you're supposed to offer the water to the statue. But people put their garbage here, which is very not cool. I don't know if they're...
I like how Chantal just immediately just assumes people put their garbage here, you know? That's like not cool. Like they just leave their garbage.
Offering? Oh, maybe they're offering water. Hello, Beezing.
I think the guy that she just zoomed out. You see that guy on the little scooter?
Oh, maybe they're offering water.
Watch this. See that guy there? That one there? Oh, maybe not. I thought they were looking at Chantal, like wondering if she was going to try to steal the water, but I guess not. If this was Kuwait, she would have stolen the water. She knows better than to do that when she's on vacation. Only when she lives someplace does she steal water. She'll steal it from kids, not a shrine.
Hello, Beezers.
Oh, I got some good comments. Yeah, she made herself look a little silly. Hey, Archie, welcome in. Now I feel bad because I feel like Pete's. Let me put the volume back on. All right, this is the scene that we all lived for. And Chantal here, if she was smart, she would do like Jerry Springer and have like a Too Hot for TV segment. That's even what she should call it. Chantal, Too Hot for TV, because she's literally like too hot. She's overheated. Chantal, Too Hot for TV. And she could have the little segment of her actually climbing in that was cut out. Some conspiracy theorists argue the reason the scene was cut out is because Salah was helping her in and he had to put the phone down. But we all know darn well that Salah is not ever helping Chantal up with anything. So I don't believe that theory personally. No way did he actually help her in. That is unbelievable to me. I could believe he put the phone down, but I just can't believe that he actually helped her into the car like a gentleman. Or into the tuk-tuk, excuse me. Got to tuck her into the tuk-tuk. Oh, hey, Kid DJ. Oh, no problem. Just glad to have you by, though. And everybody check out Kid DJ if you don't already. Hopefully somebody could drop a link for her channel. You know what? Also, let me make just a couple folks in here mods, if you don't mind, because I'm a little bit short on mods. Just grabbing a few people here I see in a row. No, not trying to show any. All right, there we go. And if anybody would like to be moderator, please just message me on Instagram, and we could probably work something out. And if anybody would not does if I do make somebody a mod, you'd rather not be a mod, I that's fine too. It's kind of just we need to have a couple people just in case some spammers show up. That's all it's for. I don't like to put a lot of pressure on mods as far as banning people or taking comments. Hopefully you shouldn't have to do any work. Hopefully, just in case a spammer shows up. Safari animal trapped in the tuk-tuk. Oh, Blue Eyes, I'll make you a mod if you want. No problem. If you don't mind being a mod, I'll make you a moderator. Here, I'll make oranges one too. There we go. Oh yeah, now we have a whole crew full of mods. This is the thing. This is why I didn't want to start making mods, because I'm going to start making everybody a mod. All right, I'll make Camps a mod too, not everybody's going to be a mod. All right. Like basically everybody here now is a mod. All right. Now hopefully that settles it for a moment at least. All right. And if anybody doesn't want to be a mod, just let me know. I'll demod you. I don't mind. I just need to make sure we have somebody here in case some spammers show up, and gotta have at least a few of you. Oh, she's live? Okay. No problem. Let me get Chantal on. She's actually live right now, so this is perfect timing. All right, let me pull up her channel. 1 second. Hopefully it's an interesting stream. If it's not, I'll just go back to some of the videos that I wanted to cover, because I really do want to cover some of these videos at least a little bit, because I haven't had a chance to cover them personally because of the hurricane and everything. So let me share this tab instead. Oh, I can leave the chat visible. Do you folks like it when I leave the chat visible?
Smile so hard. The face I crack. Yeah, I know. Man, I'm excited for breakfast. I know I sound.
Rose, I can make you one too. No problem.
But like, I feel like
I just don't want everybody to be a mod, but you folks are all.
I used to go to hotels.
That's the thing. I have so many people here, but I'd be happy to have be mods. It's just
gonna be a bit different.
I don't want to make every single person a mod.
It's gonna be like, they probably don't have halal meat, so I'm like, before I used to just like pile on the plate, like like breakfast buffets are the best.
Yet another mod, House of Hannibal. Welcome in. We got a mod party tonight. And everybody, be sure to give a sub to House of Hannibal if you'd like.
Yeah, just report and
you could drop his link.
Live a happy life, unlike a lot of people on the internet.
Tonight we're just I was going to review Chantal's vids from Bangkok, but she is doing a live stream, so I'm like, all right, I'm going to watch some of this live stream. Hopefully it's interesting.
Gator Queef I did once, but that was in Kuwait actually when we went camping, not here. Anna, hi. They're low life and miserable to target innocent people. Yeah, I know. Yeah, like if you don't like me, why target other people? Like, I'm not like as if I'm responsible and I'm at fault for their crappy actions of doxing people.
Hey, Sunshine Country Chickens, welcome in.
I don't know. It's just your karma that you're building, not mine.
Welcome in, Christy.
Third Eye Blind. I love the names you guys come up with. Hi, Patricia. Hello.
Oh, and I gotta ask you folks. In fact, I'm gonna make a poll. I was
gonna make a cup of coffee in the room. I don't know. I can't get into hotel room coffee. I never can. It's always the same
I'm making the poll.
Subpar. Have you ever been to a hotel that has amazing coffee in the coffee bar? Hi, Anastasia. It's hard for a baby to live Mary J. No, they have really nice public washrooms. They're always clean. So far, like most of the places I've been to. But yeah, it's some like I don't know if you go in like, Kuwait is pretty modern, but like if you go camping, yeah, they did have a normal toilet too. Okay, Breezeth, yeah. Yeah, I said earlier, like, I'm sorry that crappy stuff is happening to you guys, just for watching who you want on the internet and just be safe as possible. And let's just move on and bees. I got a bad headache, can't sleep, gonna be a long night. What time is it there? It's like early morning, Francesca. I hope your headache goes away. I haven't been, no, Louise. I don't know if they do pumpkin spice here. Have we been visiting more? Yes, we've done a lot, and
Okay, I got the poll up.
Big time on the vlogs, actually, because I'm trying to put a little more work into them, like each time.
Yes, very well.
And it's just taking a while. Because between that, and, like, doing things most of the time all day. So that's.
Oh, glad you agreed, Kimbo.
Like maybe we're just gonna go out at night because.
And I don't want to start beef with any other creators, but I'm more than happy to, if you prefer me over Monty, that's fine with me.
I have a lot of catching up to do. So sometimes I just have to spend like a good afternoon just editing, morning and afternoon. Yeah, Carpe, there's people watching Julia and Howie, and we get updates like almost every day. 7:16.
That's the other poll I'm going to make later. Is Chantal indulging in some extra activities? I don't know if she's been drinking, but I do think she may be doing something because her mood's been all up and down, all over the place.
In Central. Teardrop, we visit a lot, but until now pending for edits. Yeah, exactly. I haven't had more durian yet, but I really want to just find somewhere where they sell durian.
Yeah, Christy,
one open and
I started making mods and then just went nuts.
Before I leave Thailand, because
probably
it's
getting
so delicious.
Maybe we're gonna take a few out later. I don't know.
Yeah, you don't like pumpkin anything? No pumpkin pie? Pumpkin pie haircutted freak? That's the part from Dumb and Dumber where he's like, hand it over, you pumpkin pie haircutted freak. And he was talking about Lloyd, and he has like anyway, you have to watch that movie if you haven't. Hello, Princessa.
Oh yes, her face is very red. Sunshine Country Chickens.
Celeste laugh kills me. I don't know, Tammy. I'm like, maybe not like soon or anything that I know of.
Christy.
I don't really have anything.
I believe that.
That I
totally believe that. Because that's something also I've noticed. The way she wears the hijab is she wears it like to stretch her chin out. Somebody else pointed that earlier. Her chin is getting bigger all the time. It's getting pointier because she keeps wearing the hijab tighter and tighter and tighter around her face. So I think that's really the big issue there. Okay, Blue Eyes, I'll drop you out. I don't want to put the extra, and besides, I don't want to put the extra pressure on people for no reason. I actually don't like to be a mod most of the time. I just like to sit and relax. Let me put her back on.
Tell you guys, you're gonna be Ghostface for Halloween. Are you gonna go trick or treating? Do you guys go trick or treating? No, that's just for kids. I wonder,
your left cheek is swollen.
Slurp some more curry. Yeah, I definitely have to have more curry and try more things. Yeah, Patricia.
That's something. You're right. I didn't notice that, but
with him as possible.
You were totally right. In fact, let me make this bigger. You are 100% correct because look at how deep the shadow is on this side of the hijab. The shadow is like really cutting into her face. And I know the lighting's coming more from this side, so that is going to make the shadow look deeper. But I still I feel strongly that this side of her face is more swollen. Her left side, the right side on the screen. And people have a right to have their face swollen, but it's just something that I do believe I've noticed as well.
Sometimes I might. I don't know. We'll see. We don't know. We don't, like the future is wide open. Like we don't have anything definitive.
Yes. It
Hello,
is the screen
Vicky.
filter.
It has sulfur in it, and you could be allergic to it. Nikado's allergic. I thought he like used to eat so much. I have huge.
Hey, Sour
bags
Cat
under my
Lemons, welcome
eyes.
in.
I wonder if the 7-Eleven has any eye patches. I'm gonna be a SWAT member for Halloween with a BB gun. I want.
Wow, you could really see how swollen her face is from this upper angle. It's really like, look how offset her mouth is compared to her cheek. You can really see it. And I hope it's I'm and being genuinely serious, Chantal might actually want to look into that because that's pretty swollen. Unless it's from something like unless it's maybe from sunburn or something that's not serious, she might want to look into that.
Trick or treat. I will only scare people. Oh, okay.
Oh yes, Archie. Thank you very much.
I wonder what we could do. Oh, Sanella, welcome salam. Hello.
I think so too, Tara.
Apple latte.
Tara Mama, welcome in.
I
like your picture too. Very
latte
nice.
Thing is good. It kind of tastes like apple pie.
Hey, Queen Awesome, welcome in.
Well, you can, everyone, and just private what you can. Yeah.
Oh, no,
safe,
no problem, Sour Cat. Glad to have you in.
I don't know. I don't know what their end game is with that. Like, oh, like for me not to have an audience, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I could see her being a little bit under the influence here. I mean, because she could she's got the eye makeup and her eyes are definitely not as open as they
It's easy to find halal food
as
there.
they are over in Kuwait usually. Yes, Queen of Awesome. We're watching the current live, so we're gonna give it a little bit of time. If it ends up being really boring, I'm gonna cover the videos I originally planned to. Based, her original trip videos, I was gonna do a quick rundown, but we'll see. Maybe it'll be good.
Yes and no.
It's easy and love it.
Yeah. It's true. Yeah.
Depends.
Yeah. But all the food we order comes in like, I don't know if it's like, they always give you this, like, they don't
That
put
could be
things
what
in
it is.
containers, they put things in bags. So like they always, like, they give
welcome
you
in.
this broth, this soup with food, and it comes in a bag that's like bloated like a balloon, full of air, and then there's like an elastic around the bag.
Now, I think that's a good point because I noticed also she looked very red and very pale at the same time. She looks very red and very pale, which isn't a good sign. Which I'm not an expert on makeup, but my imagination says to me that her face is probably very red. She's probably very overheated or sunburned or something. And then she put a bunch of makeup over it to try to even it out. And then she has the filters also helping. And I think that's how she achieves that look.
Around the top, and they give you little packets of sweet chili sauce, like chili sauce. There's chili sauce in every, like, it's not ketchup here, it's chili sauce for condiments. But I love it. I put that
Makes
chili
sense.
sauce on everything. It's like a sweet, spicy. Did you visit any mosques? Not yet. If 7-Eleven has eye patches.
That was a good troll question. Not yet. Not yet. Yeah, right? Like she's gonna really come in with the
A lot of beauty products
the
that, like,
mosque
I
soon.
see on TikTok, people like 7-Eleven products you have to try. So I'm like, do I want to try those things? Maybe, but yeah, you're right, Joey. I don't know. The chemicals, I'm sure there's a lot. I can go to 7-Eleven with our minions point.
Yeah, I do have to say, as far as the possibility with the dental thing, it's at one point it's definitely true. I don't think Chantal can handle a full-blown dental issue. Using antibiotics, especially misusing antibiotics, because you're not supposed to just keep taking them on and off, because that makes things worse in the end. But if somebody just keeps trying to delay it and they keep doing I'm not even going to go into detail. I don't want to give people bad advice, but there's people who can really draw that out for a long time, and they can keep the pain just low enough where they can live with it. So who knows? Maybe she is, maybe she isn't, but it's possible.
Whenever you shop at 7-Eleven, they don't, the change they give you looks like this. I think I showed you guys, right?
Glad you, like I said,
Minions.
Sour Cat, glad to have
This
you.
is one baht. Carter McRae!
Ouch.
Thank you for the super sticker. Your dog is so cute in that picture. Thank you. Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Well, Breezeth, you've been an abuser for a while. I really want to go to 7-Eleven in Japan. That would be, yeah, I hear it's crazy there too.
I was fortunate to have my wisdom teeth out young. I'm glad that you got yours out successfully, Elizu, because that's a real nightmare to have to keep dealing with those. Because they don't just go away. They don't just get better on their own. You either have to get rid of them, or if there's a problem, they have to be gotten rid of. So I'm really happy for you. You've gotten all 4 of them out.
Hi, Dorothy. I love that your cat in your picture is wearing a Karen wig. So anyways, guys, yeah, it's like pretty early here. I'm gonna go have breakfast soon. I can't believe it feels like I've been on for like an hour. It's only been 17 minutes.
Oh, and I saw the view from Chantal's room, and I don't like to view shame because I'm not big into spending fortunes of money on expensive hotels and everything. I believe in spending within your means. Nothing wrong with enjoying a vacation. If you have disposable income, spend it on what you enjoy. I'm not saying shouldn't spend money on a nice room either, but looking out of her room, at least the picture that I saw, it looked like there was like a slum out there almost. Like the buildings looked like they were ready to fall down. They looked so old and dilapidated, and it really did not look like a nice view at all. And they were calling it a nice view. That's the crazy part to me. They're like, oh, we have this beautiful view. And I'm like, it looks really run down. Like, I'm surprised. Like I wouldn't even want to look out the window at night. I'd be afraid that I'd see something that I can get in trouble for. You know what I mean? Like you'll end up being a witness.
I love hanging with you guys. Love everything sweet chili. It's really good. Sometimes the sweet gets annoying, but you've been visiting the 7-Elevens a lot. There's 7-Elevens literally everywhere. Sometimes like 2 in one block, maybe 3. I'm not joking. And they're just full of stuff we don't have, you know? Minion change is telling of 7-Eleven.
Sour Cat.
Minion change.
Sour Cat, I really hope that they made some real plans, because they're gone for, it looks like, at least a week. And a hamster, you got to clean the cage like every week. Like I know you can do like little spot cleanings to kind of prolong it, but you got to clean it up pretty often. And the cat it can take care of itself a little bit better than the hamster, but the hamster the cat and the hamster aren't safe together. You can't just leave the cat with the hamster, and it's just, I don't know how they're going to do it unless Murad takes them in, because they don't seem to have any other friends over there. Like, I mean, I don't know exactly who else they have, but I don't even know who else they would, because it's not like she has some girlfriends or Salah has some buddies that he's always hanging out with. They seem very isolated there. And if you're isolated with pets, your pets really keep you home, because you can't just put them someplace. Alizu says she hustled it in the 20s. I think that's cool. You know, when you're younger, definitely. I think that when you're older, that's not necessarily as good an option. But when you're younger, I think that's a lot of cool. I think that's a very cool way to do it. So it can be a really good experience. It could be wild too. It's not for everybody, but some people really have a great time. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I've been to some pretty nice places. I've been to some less nice places, and I've had good times at both. I'll say it like that. Yeah, Kimberlina. And that's something that really bothers me too, the more I think about it. I try not to think about it too much, but I just really dislike the whole way that it feels like she's intentionally trying to irritate the members of the audience who are maybe a little more sensitive or real animal lovers, because I get annoyed and bothered, and I don't consider myself like a hardcore animal lover. And even I get bothered the way she kind of does things, like it's like, oh, I'm going to go to the cat cafe after she had a cat that she was negligent with that was basically should have been taken away. Now she got another cat that she doesn't seem to take especially good care of. Maybe not especially bad care of, but you get my point. You folks get what I'm saying.
Is it morning? Yeah, Ghostface. It's like early, like 6:30. Very early.
Yeah.
Yeah, eh?
It's 7:22.
7:22.
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven. Yeah, I still need to do a video on the 7-Eleven.
Those fast say صباح الخير.
I'm 41 years young, Eliza. I'm right around that. I'm right around that age myself. I'll just say we're right around the same age group. And I'll tell you, sometimes I think what I like to be younger again, and I do. But then I look at actual young people, and I'm like, I don't really know. You know what? On second thought, I think I'm happy being the age I am. Actually, when I actually look and talk to young people, that's when I'm like, you know what? Being a little bit older, a little more mature is not so bad.
I haven't made a video yet and all, but I will.
It's like we're still young enough that we look good, but we're old enough that we're mature. We're not so silly.
Well, I definitely have to. I have to show you guys all the stuff.
Anastasia said 7-Eleven needs to sponsor you.
Picture me.
Oh, no problem, Archie. And you know what's silly? I probably, like, even though I downplay it, I probably like animals more than people like Chantal who claim to be an animal lover. I just don't, see it like as a, I just don't see it like that.
Doing the commercial.
Yes, they should.
I love wieners. Yeah.
What you gonna say?
Okay, if I did a commercial for 7-Eleven.
Yeah, I get you.
I'd say,
You caught me out. Oh my god.
get on down to 7-Eleven.
All right, let's check out that poll. We've had a chance to let it run.
They have the best halal wieners.
Okay, so we're gonna check the poll now. We're gonna pause it for just a second. We're gonna go over this poll. So I'm gonna give everybody just like a couple more minutes to get just like one more minute, 60 seconds to get your vote in. The poll for anybody who has not yet voted is: do you folks believe Chantal is really more mobile in Thailand? The poll has come from Chantal claiming that she's been doing all this walking, all this traveling, all this being mobile in Thailand, just all this more activity, that she's being more healthy. She's possibly even losing weight. She hasn't suggested that much. But yeah, Chantal has made some claims. So let's see what you folks think. According to this poll, the largest group, not quite a majority, says no, 42%. Second largest group, just under a third with 31%. Hope Rudy enjoys this breakdown. Says she fakes it with editing tricks, or chosen the option that I provided. She fakes it with editing tricks. And I included that because I'm going to go over my little theory in a moment. And finally, the final answer is yes, she is a little more mobile in Thailand. 26%, a quarter of you approximately. And I think I kind of like how close this poll was. That tells me in my mind it was a good poll. It was something that people really thought about. And I think that you can really make an argument for all three answers. As far as the yes, it's like 30 something degrees cooler. Even with the heavy humidity, which makes up a big deal of that, I think it was over 40 degrees cooler some days by Fahrenheit degrees. Celsius degrees, they said it was 20 something degrees Celsius. It was some really massive amount. So, it's a possibility that is letting her be a little more mobile. Then no, she's not. She's just filling us full of crap. That's very possible too. And then the editing tricks. We'll talk more about that later. What kind of editing tricks I think she uses. But let's get back to the live. I don't want to pause it too long.
Hi, Cricket.
I can speed it up a little bit.
Hi, average undesirable. Cricket, I just noticed your name is not Cricket Garnier, it's Gagne. Whenever I was reading your name. Thank you, average undesirable.
I found like 1.15 is perfect. You can't even tell it's sped up.
Well, we do too. Slurpee, yeah, or the big gulp. Teardrop. Why doesn't salad like pad thai?
It depends on
you're probably right.
Where you get it.
Yeah.
And which type exactly. Many types.
I know exactly what grossed him out about this one. I know him so well.
The sweet noodles.
The sweet noodles.
That's a great point, Sour Cat. Let me actually.
I like.
I know we had a long pause, but I want to read this comment out. We all look better in our years than Chantal. It's too bad because it's her skin she's living in and she keeps holding off the changes. It all starts with how much food she eats and what food. Yeah, I think most people are able to maintain a better look than Chantal on average, and it's not purely about being heavy. Although once you get to over a certain weight, it's very big issue. But yeah, definitely. If she was more concerned about her health and all that, she, even now that she's getting a little older, she could still pull off a much better look than she has. She's really, when she was younger, she wasn't ugly when she was younger. She could have, if she took better care of herself, she could have maintained some cuteness into her later years. But she's not doing anything for herself like that. That's an interesting point, Elizu. I never really thought about that, but you are right. If there's enough cloud cover, it does reduce the impact of the sunlight. So that's a good point. Let me put the show back on, so I don't miss too much.
Cameron, yeah, he doesn't.
Yeah, many things I don't know.
Yeah, like to you, noodles shouldn't taste sweet. You never had rice noodles, so they were a bit sticky, gummy.
She just eats. I don't know.
Salah loves pasta, but he likes plain pasta. Like,
yeah,
he loves when I make him pasta, but it's always just so easy. Like, yeah, it's just plain.
I'm sorry, Oranges. We missed a good scene.
You like just noodles with olive oil, salt, and pepper, right?
Yes.
Oranges, if you can tell me the second it was at, I'll go back to it. Or I guess I can't really do it because it's live. I'm sorry.
Always make it for you, or a little tomato.
Many types of pasta.
I'm sorry about that, Oranges.
But you like mushrooming your eggs.
Yeah, fried.
You have to know.
Good for you, Kim Elena. I'm good to hear that. I mean, not that you used to be fat, but good that
you
you're
have to know,
did something about it.
I love rice noodles, but they need to be rinsed after you cook them. Ah, yeah, because they stick together, right?
Yeah, my channel, we're all about trying to be healthy. I put back a few pounds, not a lot, but I put back a few. It's time to take them back off again. I've managed to have a good successful weight loss myself. I'm still want to do that episode where I talk about just all about health and all that 1 week. But it just seems every week there's a lot more exciting stuff coming on.
And they even have sugar as a condiment. Like they have peanuts, sugar, and chili.
Aren't you excited Chantal got?
I think I nailed it.
Aren't you excited she got when she said they have sugar as a condiment?
And they even have sugar as a condiment. Like they have peanuts, sugar, and chili. I don't know. Even the Pepsi here tastes weird. You know what the Pepsi?
She was about to break out into this massive smile, and she just stopped. She's held herself. She was gonna break into a big smile.
I nailed it. They usually put caramel color or caramel whatever flavoring in Pepsi, right? In Coke. Here, I think they use molasses. It tastes as if the Pepsi has molasses in it. I don't know, or like a really dark sugar.
Sad but true, Camps.
Salah's laugh. Girl dinner, girl.
There's an age limit.
Mushrooms are tasty in Alfredo. Yeah,
you're very welcome, Sour Cat. Thank you for the nice comment.
Whole pan with butter and salt. That was it. Garlic, salt, and butter. A whole pan of mushrooms. Hi, Simply Insane. Hi, Melissa. Hi. Can Salah come say hi? Lena. Well,
I think you might be right.
Still in bed. Ghost Chicken Alfredo is one of my
I think right now she's still on the kind of that honeymoon phase of Thailand. She's kind of just visited, she still hasn't, the novelty of being there hasn't actually worn off yet. Once that happens, I think we're more likely to see some kind of a rage happen. I think that's when we might actually see it. Lisa with a brilliantly simple question. How do they have sugar sitting around as a condiment, but you don't see all these heavy Thai people? It's a good question. It's a very good question.
But there's not really much to do in a hotel.
All this rice, all this sugar, but they're not fat.
Basically, hotel rooms and a chair. Have you tried Tom Yum? Not yet. Tom Yum, I really have to try that. I don't know how to accept Islam. Oh, I'm not really good for advice on that stuff. I mean, it's hard to find God. It's not something that you can just, read the Quran and just pray. Hello, thank you, undesirable. I love hotel breakfast. Yeah, if they have croissant and cheese on the buffet, it's gonna be a good one. I don't know. I wish I had the energy my 3-year-old has. I can't keep up. Yeah, child energy is unmatched.
Babe, do you want your cheesy cheese?
I want my cheesy cheese.
Cheesy cheese.
It's like lowest BMI voice.
Lowest BMI, yeah.
I want my cheesy cheese.
Oh, that's my baby voice. The one where I go, hey, man.
Camps, I was questioning if I was going to pause it to say something, but I'm glad you made the comment because now, yeah, exactly. She almost was going to laugh. She was trying not to laugh. Like she could, I don't think she could, like she was almost too embarrassed to say anything, but she had already read the question, so she had to say something.
Thanks, man.
I'm just scared.
I'm scared. Peppers, onions, and spinach. I love spinach. Yum. Thai coconut curry.
I actually like spinach too. I'll
I'm,
agree with
super
Chantal on that.
cute
I think that's a good
Always
vegetable.
stunning.
Aw, thanks, man. Thanks, Melissa. You guys are sweet. Yeah,
Very
a lot
true.
of places do, well, not all Anastasia actually, but some do have some prayer rooms. Yeah.
That's true too.
How many days are you staying in Bangkok for? We're in Pattaya, but we were in Bangkok for a week. Honestly, Pattaya feels more laid back and like beach vibey, like more.
I'm not an expert on Thailand, but I am aware that Pattaya is the nightlife capital of Thailand. Nice way to put it. The red light district of Asia, I've heard. I've heard it's like the biggest red light district in Asia, at least for tourists. Maybe locals it's not. I don't know. I'm not, like I said, I'm not an expert. I've never been there personally. But it's like the place to go for nightlife in Asia, if that's what you want to do. So why Chantal is there, I don't understand. Like, why is she in Pattaya? Isn't it like isn't she talking about how she wants to avoid all this haram stuff that's in Canada? Like, oh, I don't want to go to Canada. It's so haram with all the drinking and the drugs and the sex. Pattaya is like the most debauched, craziest place you're going to find in Asia, at least from what I've heard. Please correct me if I'm wrong, somebody, but from my understanding, Pattaya is known for being a wild place, both good and bad. Not all bad. People who enjoy that a wild time, they love it. But it is full of haram stuff.
Beach town kind of vibe. Wouldn't you say, babe?
Yeah, exactly.
Indeed,
And
she is.
Bangkok is
Camps.
like obviously more touristy, like very, very touristy. I don't know. Touristy and local, like it depends where you go.
Back in the capital, so
That's a good point, Archie. I think
Yes.
I think Chantal is doing stuff. I think Chantal, when she travels, she just like goes to the restaurant and comes back. Like Chantal considers traveling going to the restaurant instead of ordering takeout. That's like her idea of traveling when she's in Thailand. I totally get what you're saying. I haven't been to a lot of foreign places, but I've been to like cool theme parks and environments and stuff. And you know, we'd spend the whole day there. We'd spend the whole day out in the out enjoying ourselves. You know, if we went to Disney World, we'd get there the minute it opened, and we'd be there all day. Yes, it is Asia's Sim City. It's a popular computer game from the 90s. Well, I will say one thing about Coke is that Coke sticks to everything. I've heard this from some law enforcement folks that that if somebody uses a dollar bill, comes into contact with it, for even like years later, it'll still test positive. That's what I've heard. I got you, Cass. I was thinking a joke. Yes, it is Asia's Sin City, like Vegas. It is not Sim City, the 90s computer game. Although SimCity probably is still around. I don't think anybody plays it anymore. Here we go. Oranges seems to know what I meant. Bangkok, Pattaya, and Phuket are the most popular places in Thailand for, quote, you know what? She's been to 2 of those places, so it made the itinerary. Oh, so maybe Salah made the itinerary. Okay. Right? He set up the tour. Right. Don't sniff your money, people. Don't smell your money. Yeah, right? Sim City, folks. This is a family. I try to keep this family friendly. We stick to the Sim City, the video game. If you do want to play Sin City, stick to the video game. Play computer poker. It's much better. You're not gonna lose your savings that way.
It's the capital, yeah.
Many people they go for Bangkok at the beginning, then they go for different areas.
Yeah. I didn't want to stay in Bangkok. We didn't want to stay there. But like Pattaya was like
They didn't want to just stay in Bangkok. I have to ask why. They didn't even see close to anything in Bangkok from unless she has a bunch of videos she hasn't released. What did they even do in Bangkok? They went to the Asiatique night market, which was, I mean, it was whatever. It was just like a market, like a touristy place. And that was about it. They went to that temple, which was, it was whatever. And that doesn't feel to me, that feels like not even scratching the surface of Bangkok. Like that just feels like such a, like to me, like it just, I'm the kind of person who I like to really see things in depth. Like I would much rather spend a week in Bangkok than touring 7 cities in 7 days. I'm that kind of person. I would rather, see an attraction in full, everything about it, than just visit it for 10 minutes and then go on to the next thing.
closest. It's maybe like max 2 hours between Bangkok and
I agree with
Pattaya.
that, Blue Eyes.
If we wanted to go to like Phuket or like Chiang Mai, it's like over 10 hours.
Plane.
Oh, yeah. I don't feel like taking another plane. I don't like traveling inside of a travel. Like traveling inside travel. I don't like it. I don't
Oh, the
know,
7-Eleven. That's true.
planned out, just right there. I don't know.
And they went to the mall. I think they also went to the mall to get the pad thai. So they went to the 7-Eleven in the mall. They basically did the same stuff they do in Kuwait. I'm surprised they didn't go to a movie theater. Oh, that's right. They watched a movie on the plane ride. It's basically the exact same stuff they do in Kuwait. I'm surprised that Salah doesn't say he wants to go to a gaming bar. But they won't accommodate Chantal. They're only open at night. But they're in Phuket. Or Pattaya, whatever one they said they're in now.
Thanks, Laxmi.
Golden Girl, question for Salah, or maybe you can answer, Chantal. We saw 2 people praying on a side road today. When it's called to prayer, is this a usual thing you practice?
Let me actually hear this. He's saying something interesting.
Golden Girl, question for Salah, or maybe you can answer, Chantal. We saw 2 people praying on a side road today. When it's called to prayer, is this a usual thing you practice? You mean 2 people,
Yeah.
2 Muslim people praying?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of people do that though.
Yeah, sometimes they do because
She's so
the
clueless.
prayer time maybe will finish soon, so they have to hurry up and pray before the other prayer is coming in the other time. And maybe if the mosque is too far for them, so they'll just pray on the sidewalk on the side of the street.
She's whispering to him like Salah, stop answering the question. They're trying to make fun of us. So like that's what she's whispering to him right now. That's why she put her face off camera. She's like, Salah, this is a troll question. You can stop answering it. They're just trying to make fun of how we don't pray.
Yeah, a lot of people will do that. And usually I just like if I pray outside of home, it's usually like I do on the plane, like just to myself. I don't like
if I pray, I just pray on the plane to myself. I don't actually do it the Islamic way. I just do it my way. I do it the Chantal way. Right? like she converts to a religion with a very specific style of prayer and a very specific schedule of prayer. And then she's like, but I do it my own way. I'm very spiritual. I'm not religious, right? Like she's already on the spiritual, not religious phase of her Muslim journey. She's like, well, I'm Muslim, but I'm really more spiritual than religious, Like I don't really practice like the actual like prayer stuff.
like prostrate or do all that, like the actual like motions. Yeah,
Exactly.
Day, yeah. Exactly.
Good point, Sour
Oh,
Cat. Let me
Lena.
pause this for a second here. I think you're right. I think that as much as I'm kind of joking and talking about the vacation aspect of it, and Chantal's presenting this as a vacation, it really doesn't seem to. I think it really is just a visa run, and it's just okay. We're gonna go to Thailand because she didn't really want to go to Canada anyway. She kind of wanted to go on a vacation, and the Marty stuff was too much stress. And she said, you know what? So I wanted to go to Thailand, and people said I wouldn't go, and who knows exactly why it was Thailand was chosen. But yes, the visa run was the reason this whole trip happened. I'm sure of it.
Asked if weed is legal here. Yeah, it is. But it's like legal. There's like there's like rules, but I'm not really sure exactly what they are.
And they really should be too,
I
at
think
least a
you have
little
to smoke
bit.
in a cafe.
I don't know if this is the rule or not, but I'm going to go out on a limb. And I'm going to say that if Chantal knows that you're only allowed to smoke in a cafe, it's because she inquired about having a smoke. That's the only reason she knows that the rule limits her to only smoking in a cafe, because she probably wanted to buy one to go. They're like, no, you can't take it with you. And she's like, what? I can't just buy one of these? Like, no, you have to smoke it here. And she's like, oh, all right.
Nice curtains. The hotel is comfortable. We haven't had a problem with like comfort here so far.
It's comfy.
It's comfy. Like the bed and
she's
pillows
not.
are like the
Welcome in,
type
Denise.
where you just lay down and like you don't even have to change positions the whole night. You lay down, you close your eyes, you fall asleep in one position, you wake up in that position, and you're like, how do I not have pins and needles or like a sore arm right now? Like the bed is just like it just absorbs your body shape. It's so comfortable.
That is a good point there, Lizu. I don't want to say always, but sometimes I do forget that his passport is a big issue with that. Yeah, and these are just straight up lies, Kimbalena. I'm humoring her, but you're right. These are just lies. She's giving lies. She praised the burger gods cosplay. All right, back to the show. Oh, geez. Yeah, Archie, that's a good point. I mean, you're like, I don't think Chantal had any like real reason to want to go to Thailand, like specifically. So it's more like she didn't want to go someplace else.
So yeah.
And yes, oranges. That's exactly what I meant. You said it better than me. Oh, welcome in, Skinny Queen. Thank you.
I don't smoke weed anymore. Did you try the coconut crush? What is that?
And everyone, please give Skinny a follow on her channel if you don't already.
Airbnb. I don't know. I don't trust Airbnbs for some reason. I don't know. I feel like I'm sleeping at someone's house. I don't like that feeling, and I don't like sleeping over at people's house. I have this really thing where I really hate it. I just don't sleep, like, basically. Like, so if I sleep over somewhere, I'll just probably stay awake all night. And
that's a good point, Elizu. I never actually thought about it like that. But I think you're right. I think that's why Chantal films herself eating so much, because that's what she genuinely thinks is interesting. It's like for her, that's that's what she wants to see. She wants to see like the fast food. She's like, oh, what do they have at Burger King? She doesn't think about like, hey, do they have a museum, or do they have an auto festival, or a reception at the embassy? Like, is there anything like cool going on? Is there a sporting event? Is there a pageant or something? No, it's like, hey, look what they have at the McDonald's. That's what she thinks is interesting. That's why she shows that to us.
As a kid, I would get so excited to go to motels. Yeah. Yeah, teardrop.
Hey, Seafood Pie, welcome in.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree. No one's perfect with that.
Hey, again, Sunshine, get
even
chickens.
Christians, Muslims, no one's perfect. Like, a perfect Muslim, a perfect Christian. Like, we all have room for improvement with that, 100%.
I never claimed to be a saint. I'm not a saint, you know. But that all
Oh, and let me say welcome also to any lurkers. I sorry I've neglected you tonight. Any lurkers? Welcome. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. And anybody watching the replay, hope you're enjoying yourselves. Leave us a comment. Let me know what you think as far as Chantal. Do you think her left side of her face is really swollen? Do you think that the only reason they went to Thailand is because of Salah's passport? And do you think the reason her content is boring is because that she and it's just her eating because that's what she actually finds interesting? Let us know in the comments if you'd like to.
everything everyone does in life is between them and God, you know, not for anyone else to judge.
We got a whole dinner here: seafood pie and oranges.
Millie, hi.
And chickens.
Golden girl, did you cabbage? Yeah, we took a type of transport like Uber kind of. Yeah. My mom bought us hotel pillows from Sam's Club. Really, they are so awesome. I don't know what they put in them. They just stay, like, they never lose their shape, ever. You push them down, they come up. Like, I don't know. Live your life better than the last day, yeah. Hi, little pumpkin. What happened to...
I don't know. I think...
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I've not stolen things that you that you don't use. I'm like, hell yeah, you know, like if they're really nice.
Yeah, you're right. Definitely a scream mask.
Scented hand cream that comes with it or something. But yeah, I used to work with a woman who would steal things from work, and I just like, she would like, we would be going to close up, and she would take like a bunch of paper towels and toilet paper.
What the hell?
Yeah. I just would like be like, what are you doing?
Hopefully it feels better, Skinny.
I don't know, whatever.
Let her get some rest.
Hi, Turbo. Especially not for $6.75 an hour. So whatever we were making. If I travel to Thailand, I want to see Phuket beaches. Hey, Brooke. Yeah. Maybe next time.
Maybe next time.
But yeah.
I'm sorry, Sunshine. I'm sorry, Sunshine. Your chickens are friends. Absolutely did not
Better
mean
luck
that.
next time. No, but the beaches there are very nice, I heard too, yeah. Proud of you for doing all those stairs. Thanks, Gabriel. Honestly, the stairs at the Big Buddha, if you haven't seen our vlog, go check it out on the couples channel.
Oh,
and if you want a Thailand cameo, if you want a jungle cameo, I can't promise what we'll be doing specifically, but I try to make it outside of the hotel if I can, you know, at least. But I actually am going to be doing that as part of my work today. I have to edit the vlog for the couples channel, and I also have to catch.
Yeah, and now serious joking for a second. We all talk about Chantal being a little smelly. The heat there, the heat is not worse than Kuwait, but the humidity is. And somebody who's, I spent a lot of time in South Florida as a kid. I know that the heat there and the humidity is nasty. You got to constantly wash up if you don't want to be smelly. And people down there, a lot of them, you know, like street people there will be smelly because it's just really hot. Like you're going to be hot and sweaty if you're outdoors. If you're just working outdoors, even if you're going to get a little musky over there. It's just how it is. Chantal at her weight, with only having limited outfits and I don't think she's washing them regularly at the hotel. She's got to be getting a little bit funky at this point.
Catch up on. I'm so I'm so behind on the vlogs. That's annoying me. Like I need to get it done. And I have cameos from you guys. I'm so excited. I have to catch
There you
up.
go.
I
I think
have
that's
like
a
a bunch to do.
Good separator.
Catch up on guys.
Babe, how many vlogs pending now? 4 or 5 or 6 or 7?
Oh my gosh, no.
Can you see the EFG?
Not that many, but a few at least. And I'm only halfway through one.
Ooh, cozy.
Corn chowder.
Hey, Miss T, welcome in.
Yeah, I know, babe. It's true. But then the cameos too, I have to catch up on, and yeah, catch up in mayonnaise.
And Miss T, let me get your opinion. When you say that, do you think her face looks really swollen today? Because that's kind of the question that a few of us have been asking. And you're mentioning that she looks different. I do think her face looks very swollen today, especially on the left side.
On.
Barbecue sauce.
No, Thai chili sauce.
I'm in
Do
agreement
you
with
see
that.
your feet when you walk? Honestly, Gator, I've never really looked. Okay, I have looked when I was walking, actually. Like normal, okay. And I can see this much of my Skechers. We always take the coffee and tea and soaps.
I do see a little alien.
Like, why everyone does that, I think. I have like a whole packet of instant coffee in my house, yeah. Uh-oh.
Yeah, and Queen of Awesome, you know what I'm talking about. And that's why I'm surprised that Chantal is claiming she's more mobile in Thailand, because the weather there can't be any nicer than South Florida. And I don't know what part of Florida you're in, but if you're in Florida, you have an idea what I mean. Whatever part you're in. The humidity makes it miserable. In the summer especially, it's just so hot and it's sticky and itchy and you got to wash twice a day practically. How is she saying that she's walking around more? And Seafood Pie, elaborating very well, she was practically dragging her foot, couldn't even walk for 5 minutes in Kuwait, and now all of a sudden she can walk better. Let me explain my little theory. I said I was going to explain it later. It's the perfect time. Here's my theory. There's very little documentation of Chantal actually walking very far. What I think is happening is that Salah is filming all of the actual, or most of the actual camera work, filming. He's doing most of the camera work, most of the recording. But, and Chantal is using some kind of a movement aid or tricky editing, like she'll have somebody help her up, or she'll take an alternate route to some place and just sit at the end, or she'll just stay in the car and Salah will go in and record and then come back and she'll do a voiceover of him, of a video that he recorded someplace, and she'll just be recorded at the entrance or maybe just going into one part of it. I think that's what they're doing. They're using that kind of a tricky editing style where she's only really at the beginning of the place and maybe going into just one or two locations, and Salah is filming the entire place and she's just doing the voiceover for everything. That's my theory. Because I don't see how else she could be that much more mobile. How is she covering all these areas, like in the night market? I think that she went to maybe the little part where you saw her walking, and the rest of it was just Salah walking around by himself recording. I think that's what's going on. That's my theory.
Ghostface. I would just live your life, man.
Ghostface. She's the Ghostface. Oh, that's right. There's a person in chat called Ghostface.
Yeah.
I forget.
It was the 1980s, so no one cared. I bet you could smoke in the hotel room then too. You could smoke everywhere in the 80s. The mall, the dentist.
Aww.
Like you could probably get a root canal and smoke a dart. No, okay, here's the thing. The stairs to the Big Buddha were like not steep. So you're not really climbing, you know? They were just like small like this. So that made it manageable. They have a unique architecture, yeah. Very Asian, like.
Very small.
Sometimes I feel like I'm in like, you know, what I would see in like China. I don't know. But I don't really know a lot about Thailand. I never did.
Ugh.
Airbnb are much cheaper. I think I was so set. Honestly, the hotels are pretty reasonable here. I think. Pretty sure. You can get a very decent hotel for like $30 a night from what I've seen. I've seen vlogs, like before traveling here I did a lot of like
No, that's not what it is. It's called Foodie Booty. That's what you call it when your butt stinks like Chantal. It's called Foodie Booty.
You know, markets, hotel prices, what people typically would budget for a trip, like for 2 people. Stuff
Except
like
for
that.
frogs.
Like I like to be prepared now for stuff like that. So, and you know, you can literally turn travel into like a hobby because you have a lot of work to do. You know, you have to journal, you have to budget, you have to do itineraries. Like itinerary making is a...
Alizu, you are so right. People, when you watch those videos, it looks so beautiful, but you forget how hot it is. It is so, like the rain doesn't even cool you. The rain comes down hot. That's what people don't realize. I've known people who haven't ever lived someplace like South Florida, and they don't understand. They say, oh, well, at least it's humid. You know, the humidity will cool you off. And I'm like, that's not how it works. The rain comes down hot, and it just warms you up more because it steams up when it hits the ground. You know, I mean, for me, I don't like it. Of course, Sunshine likes it. There's always somebody who likes the humidity, and you know what? That's actually good. I'm glad that some people do, because somebody has to be able to handle it. Thank God. But it's not for me. Some people, they can't deal with the heat. Some people can't deal with the cold. I can't deal with the humidity. That's my thing. So I'm glad you like my theory, Skinny.
Thing, you know, some people actually have that as a job. People pay vacation planners. When I worked in the
that might make a
psychiatric
blister.
hospital, I had to plan travel for like the doctor I was like an admin for, so I know that like it can be challenging. Ashtrays and glasses from restaurants. The hotel room's pretty big. Yeah, they're pretty big. Really, Ghostface? Sauce cups.
Yumi booty.
I heard of like a woman doing that before. Ghostface, I look like Ghostface right now. The shave. Okay, I need to eat breakfast soon, guys, or you know, I might pass it away. No.
Yeah, don't insult Luna like that.
Well, your mom was targeting you always. Probably you was beezing.
I guess it depends which part of
Teardrop the
Florida.
little beezer. We just had company from Indiana, and we took her to Niagara Falls. 1,300 for 2 nights and 2 rooms.
That's a good point.
Wow, Airbnb for 405 and free parking. Okay,
That's nice.
Yeah, Niagara, like hotels in Canada are insane pricey. I was comparing, like I showed him, I'm like, you should see, like compared to what
In the
we pay
summer.
for hotels here.
In the summer, it can be.
It's crazy expensive. I think hotels are pretty pricey in Kuwait too. Kuwait's not really that cheap. Like I thought it was, you know.
You know what I really think a beezer spray is? I think it's, anybody here fish? You know how if you want to catch catfish, they have that stinky catfish bait? But if you don't want to use that bait, they have a spray that you can put on like a plastic worm instead. I think that spray is the beezer spray. That fish oil stuff they use to make the bait with. I think that's the beezer spray.
Well, we won't be doing that, but it's very nice. It's not like super ritzy or anything, but it's good. It's nice.
Yeah, maybe it is.
No, we can't try crocodile meat. It's not halal, and I don't think I would want to try. I don't know.
Crocodile's not halal. That's interesting.
What's going on? Yeah, so I hope you guys are all well. Foolish Games, 3 months, very important beezers. Love your trip so far. Seems like you're having fun. Thanks, Foolish Games.
The Barracuda song. We need a Barracuda song. Barracuda. That was that song that rock song, Barracuda. You're right. Maybe it even smells worse. I don't know. The stinky bait stuff is, you know, Arch, you know, no shame in that. I'm not like a big fisherman, to be fair. I'm not really into it that much. And this might make me sound weird or corny or something, or I, you know, but it just felt kind of mean. Like, I don't like hooking the fish. Like, as long as you, like sometimes, like, if you're going to catch it to eat, it's different. But if I'm just going to throw it back, I feel kind of bad catching the fish. So not that I ever caught that many fish to begin with. So it's not like I was bad, you know, I didn't really cause many problems. But there you go, Heart. That's the rock band. Very, very good rock band from what I remember.
My mom always took sugar packs and small packages of jams. Yeah, sometimes I would take a peanut butter and a jam and eat it later. Yeah, sometimes I would forget it in my bag and be like, oh, I have a peanut butter in my bag. Gator meat is tasty. Okay. It tastes like chicken. Really? Is it like it looks like it would be the consistency of fish and tastes like chicken.
Chantal is actually not wrong about the gator meat. But she's half right. It's the consistency of chicken and tastes like fish. That's in my opinion, at least. That's what it tastes like. So she's like half right. It's the opposite. And frozen chicken livers, I can totally believe that, because I know that a lot of times if you catch a fish and you're going to eat it, you gut it on the spot, and you use those guts to catch more fish with. Really, in Tallahassee, and I heard that in North Florida, it's a lot nicer than in South Florida. So I guess it was the part of the year you were in, the summer. It gets really unpleasant. Hey, Patty, welcome in.
Thank God, but it's 40 here. Ew.
Hope you're having a good
that's
night.
Crazy for this time of year. Maybe just one more heat wave.
Yeah,
there's just some things I don't
a lot
really
of things
have
right
an
under the
interest in
boobs,
trying,
right?
Anastasia, I agree. And to each their own. Everyone's allowed to have taste, you know? I mean, I just don't think I would eat that. I don't think I would eat rabbit either. There's some things I just wouldn't want to try. Rabbit is halal if it's prepared halal, but...
The weather here is 28, cloudy.
28?
Yeah.
Look at the... Is that me in the Kuwaiti vase picture? That's hilarious. Check out the Nong Nooch Tropical Garden. Oh, Nong Nooch, I heard that. And the
I heard
tigers,
it's nice over there.
Yeah, I heard about that. No, I won't be. There will be no elephant riding from either of us because it's not ethical.
Oh, that's why. That's why Chantal is so ethical now all of a sudden. And I'm not going to get into the whole debate on that because that's people have a lot of opinions. But I will say this. I think the reason Chantal is not riding the elephant is because she does not feel like she could get on the elephant without falling off. I don't think she gives two hoots about the elephant. So that's why I think she isn't going to do it. She couldn't find a place that had a staircase to get onto the elephant that she thought would be safe for her.
Why everybody gotta eat everything that moves? Meep.
Oh, twinkle toes.
I know. Because a lot of people think, why not, Like, what's the difference between a cow and a fish? I don't know. I don't really feel bad for fish, honestly. I know that maybe I'm a horrible person, and
right now she's
again,
concerned.
But I don't feel bad for fish, really. I don't know. I don't think, like, unnecessary cruelty to anything is nice, but...
Yeah. No
rabbit for me. I don't know. Rabbits are just so cute, and fish are just... I don't know. Is it because fish are ugly and no one cares?
See, I don't know if I'm weird like that. Like, I don't want to... I just... Like, on the shrimp and stuff, I don't know. I just rather just clean it before it comes to the table. I don't see the point. I wouldn't want to, I don't think it would taste any better that way anyway, personally, but that's just whatever.
I don't know. And they're really healthy, so,
And elephants, they don't forget. That too.
It's not like I'm eating.
That's the other reason Chantal doesn't want to ride the elephant. She knows that it'll remember her, and then maybe one day it'll see her again, and it won't take kindly to her.
Human. They're fed wheelchairs? The tigers are fed wheelchairs? No way, are they? Aw. Fish don't have brains. Oh. They're like real thoughts. That's true. Do fish have brains? I've never seen a fish brain. Have you ever seen a fish brain?
I think fish do have a brain, but it's extremely simple. But I do believe insects do not actually have brains, though. Like, technically. Although it becomes like a scientific classification, because a brain, like, by definition, I think is just a bundle of nerves or something, like a bundle of nerve cells. So it's how they define what a brain is, I guess. Beyond my knowledge.
No.
So I was like, what are you even talking about? You smoked in the maternity room after... There you go. Times have changed, huh?
I thought you was talking about the haters. No brain.
No.
How much you want to bet that Chantal would remove part of her brain if she thought it would help her lose weight, like permanently? She's like, if I could shrink my brain by a half pound, that would be really good,
The haters aren't fish, babe. They're sheep. No, I'm just joking.
Oh, welcome in, Cozy J.
I couldn't resist the joke.
Hope you're having a good night.
Fish have brains? Really? Rabbits are precious. I know. Have you ever seen a long hair rabbit? They're so cute.
Call her the Tin Woman, right? No, that's if she only had a heart. She call her the Scarecrow Woman. She only had a brain. She only had a heart. Only had a brain.
What? Ghostface. SYL. Hey, SYL, long time no see. It's because of fish's goofy, lifeless eyes. Yeah, fish eye. Fish don't care about us people, so we're fair game.
Interesting. Interesting.
Joanna, hi. Oh yeah, the goldfish.
I know that bees are considered to be, well, I should reverse that. That hive insects, like the hive has an intelligence to it that's greater than the individual insects. It's not fully understood, but it's interesting to me.
Fish with the big lump, yeah. I saw that. Yeah.
I love how she points to the lump on her own forehead when she talks about the fish with the big lump.
Yeah, the goldfish with the big lump, yeah.
She points to the lump on her own forehead.
I saw that. Yeah, gator, for sure. Great tuna, ew. steamed tuna. Is there one sea animal I won't eat, and that is lobsters because they mate for life?
What the great tuna?
Oh, she's muted it for a second, I believe. She's telling Salah something. Probably was a troll in the chat or something. We missed it because it can't go back. It'll have been deleted already. Pulling up a picture here real quick. All right. Does this look like Chantal to you? With the lump on its head? Whoops. Sorry, I lost the video. Hold on.
Little mush mush and little pumpkin. Are you related to each other or what? Riceberry rice. It's like a purple rice and tastes like berry and chocolate. No
So lobsters are way more loyal than Chantal is.
way. Berry rice? Sounds interesting.
Right?
Like
She has the bigger one on the back. I'll find the other one. Hold on.
Face. Oh my god, that dress. Well, it looked better on the model, I guess. little poop name soon.
Here we go. This one's more like Chantal. There we go.
I know, yeah. I'm really picky about eggs. I don't know, I'm weird. Like, I ordered this dish the other day and it had a fried egg on top, and I just gave it to him. Foolish games! Get some ice cream on me. Coconut ice cream. I haven't tried it yet. Thank you, Foolish
Fish with
Games!
poopa balls. We have enough time to look. I'll find one.
Eat ice cream and live the dream.
Yes, exactly.
Ooh, that's a good point.
Cooking with Marwa.
That is actually a really good
What-
point. You know something? The water, they took them directly from that tank. That's, I mean, hopefully they used clean salt water. But even if they did, the shrimp were in there for at least a little while. And if they're alive, they're going to be producing waste. So that tank would be full of waste after a point. You're right about that, Twinkle Toes. Unless they constantly flush the tank, it's going to get nasty. Definitely nasty.
Come salam.
Oh, Joanna, thank you.
Oh, Joanna, hi. Glad you are both having fun. Love to see you happy. Thank
like
you
that
so
one?
much, Joanna. That means a lot. Thank you.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. Thank you so Meep, oh, Salah, have you tried deviled eggs? Yeah, I made him deviled eggs. You know the egg I cut in half and I take the yellow out and I mix with mayonnaise and paprika. And then
Oh,
put
she
it
turns
in
to the side.
Yeah,
You can
he
really
likes
kind of
those.
you
like
can really
them a
kind of
bit?
see how swollen it is when she turns to the side. Because when she turns to the side, you look at this side of the face, you see that this side of her face looks relatively normal in profile, and you see how far it doesn't really stick up past the back of her nose, Then you look at the other side and you see how the face sticks up past her
Yeah,
nose.
she likes those. You like them, eh, babe?
Yeah, so much.
Like, see, like the back of her nose here is like kind of goes flat, whereas this side it goes forward, like the face like puffs all the way up.
Those are the first time we tried them though with me. Deviled eggs are actually a popular appetizer in Colorado, like restaurants. Really? Oh, they're so. That's the way I like them. I
Chantal wishes she had that nice, smooth, scaly skin.
like them deviled. Paprika, salt, and pepper. Yum. Okay, I'm hungry. I want to stay on for an hour, but I'm
That's
starving.
not my
I feel really hungry.
my choice.
Ghostface said it would be so fun to hang out with you guys.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like I love fresh meat. Like in general, like I'm all about eating beef and you know, I just think meat is in general pretty healthy. But I'm not into like that like weird stuff like blood pudding and stuff. Like that's just a bit too weird for me. Like I might even be willing to maybe try it one day, but I don't think I would like it. I really don't.
Imagine we could all be in person. We all have social anxiety. That would never happen.
Hey, it's a tuma.
To like hang out with the whole business.
That would be cool.
A big group.
The fish was a little cute. I'll say that.
Teardrop your kids, devour them. Well, they're easy to make, okay? Like, they're really delicious.
Gathering bees.
Gathering bees.
Oh wow.
Meat up
Yeah, you're
bees.
right. Raw. Ooh.
Have you made salad? Pigs
Yeah,
in a
I would not
blanket?
eat
No. I made them wiener, like hot dogs. Just like normal hot dogs. Or no, maybe I haven't. I don't remember.
Oh, that's right too. That's right. She threw away the shrimp. She didn't even eat them. That
No.
actually bothered me a little bit. It's like because those shrimps are already like I didn't like the eating the live shrimp, but if you're gonna eat the live shrimp, at least respect them enough to eat them quickly, right? Like maybe I don't know if that makes sense or not, but in my mind I was thinking, all right, if you're gonna eat these live shrimp, then at least eat them quickly. At least do that. You know, give them the respect to just if they're gonna have to die, don't force them to die for nothing. At least eat them so that you know they're dying for something, right? As silly as it sounds. But I don't even know if she ate them. It looks like she just kind of left them out. Like she did. She's like, oh, I'm gonna eat these later. They're gonna go bad if you leave them out. You can't leave a raw shrimp just sitting out not for long. I think she just threw it out. Yeah, exactly. She said, oh, I'm gonna eat it later, but. Yeah, that rubbed me the wrong way too. If you're gonna go through all the trouble to get that stuff, at least you could do is yeah. I thought that was really just I didn't like that.
You'd go to jail right away. No. What do you call
Yeah, I think
halal
they
pigs
did.
I don't know.
Yes, that was
That's a good
so
question,
disgusting to me.
Dave.
That I did not like.
You had garlic powder, mayo, mustard, a tiny
That
hot
actually
sauce,
did bother
and
me a little.
paprika. I gotta try adding more things, Breezeth. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try mustard for sure. Melanie Lynn.
Yeah.
Pickled eggs? I used to
Yeah.
hate them so much. I used to actually go to the grocery store. We always shop.
Like the shrimp were not gonna have a good end at that point, no matter what happened. The least she could have done is just put them down quickly. So all right, these things are going down. I'm gonna help them put them out of their misery at least, right?
At one grocery store, A&P. Do you guys remember A&P? Anyway, they always had in the deli section a jar of a huge jar of pickled eggs. And as a kid, I used to always just go and be like, I want to go look at the pickled eggs.
I feel bad for putting on Foodie for tonight, Nigel. But you know what? We have I've been trying to cover some more different stuff in general. But Foodie's been in Thailand and I was off last week, so I'm kind of catching up on Foodie this week. But unless something really wild happens, next week I should finally get back to branching out a little more again. But I did want to catch up on Foodie this week. And she also just did this live, the minute I went live myself.
They had pickled eggs and they had pickled tongue. And I just always wanted to run to the back of the store and look at the pickled eggs. So my
I would
my
love
mom,
to see
it was
that.
like a sideshow thing for me, like an adventure going to A&P to look at the
I think they would
pickled weird
gag.
things. I should make poutine, yeah.
Ugh.
There's a curtain ghost. Yeah, this one's extra crimpy. Hey, Rosemary's baby mama. I'm
Hey,
in a
Detective Coaches,
hostage
welcome in.
situation.
No problem, bro.
Maybe. What are you guys willing to pay to release me? How many?
We're watching Chantal live. She went live 2 minutes before I did. So I was like, all right, we're going to cover the live. just interesting enough to cover. Just barely interesting enough to not turn off. That's where I'm going to say it is.
Sanella, yes.
What'd she say?
You should make him poutine.
Okay, when we get back. Deal? Which means we have to,
Whatever you say.
yeah, and we have to look for cheese. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Ooh.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I've heard that's popular.
Joanna, welcome to Very
I want to say in
Important Beezers.
Taiwan or in China, I think.
Yay! Hi, Joanna.
Very important Beezers.
Very important Beezers. All the veal in the world.
Oh, let me ask Nigel, since Nigel just got in. Nigel, do you think that Chantal's face looks more swollen than usual today? Like on one side? Because that's the kind of the question some people here are
What's your
having.
favorite song that you have heard in your travels? Laura's Hope is definitely like,
I think
I'm
she is too, a
definitely
little.
into mostly Arabic music now, so I love Arabic music.
Interesting.
For sure. I don't know if you would recognize any I named.
Oh, music. I want to talk about that a little bit as far as Chantal and music. Does anybody else have this feeling? This is something I've been thinking of, my theory. Chantal has always enjoyed very haram music. Not because she enjoys music, but just because she enjoys the haram content. She enjoys the real sexual music, the stuff that talks about living a very wild and debauched life, a lot of drugs and drinking and spending and all that. She really loves that kind of music. She loves that content. Now that she can't really listen to that openly while she's cosplaying as this devout, proper Muslim woman, I don't think she has music that she really enjoys. Like, she can't really get into the Middle Eastern music. She tries to. She likes, maybe she enjoys the beats or maybe she enjoys the melodies, but she doesn't understand the words. And if it's in English, the words are talking about Allah. They're talking about prayer. They're talking about being holy. They're not talking about sexing it up in the club and getting drunk and not knowing which guy you went home with. And that's the only music Chantal really seems to enjoy, from my understanding. So I think that she has kind of this void for her music tastes. Like, she doesn't really have music she can strongly identify with at this time. Am I off the wall? This is my theory.
But have you seen the spicy bowls with pickled sausage, hot peppers, banana peppers, pickles, and it's in a spicy sauce? No, but that sounds good. I haven't seen that. Crazy frog, yeah.
Crazy frog, let's get crazy.
Meow, meow.
Ooh, Cozy J with
We
a
have
good
to have a
theory.
keyboard night.
Inshallah.
Let's get
Minion change,
crazy.
that's all I have for hostage. Minion change. Can't imagine eating a pickled egg. Thanks, Joanna. I'm glad you're here too. Only listen to Crazy Frog on repeat. Okay, but how were the jumpin' scrimps? They honestly, Rosemary, all I tasted was cilantro and lemon. I didn't taste anything else, and a bit of chili. Like, the shrimp tastes like nothing. They give you like a burst of fresh seawater taste, kind of a little bit. But other than that, like, their shell is really hard.
I can actually believe they didn't have much taste. I can totally believe they didn't have much taste, because you have to imagine, if the shrimps are really small, they're going to be mostly shell. Because once the smaller they are, they're mostly just legs and shell. So there's not going to be a lot of meat in there. And they were pretty cheap. So it didn't really strike me as like I don't know. So I'm not surprised that there wasn't much flavor in there.
And I keep picturing, like, biting down on their eyeballs, but I can't, like, so it freaked me out. So I ate some more, but I didn't finish the whole thing. You know, haram, like, I don't like to waste food, but I really wanted to try it. You know, that's a very, very, very popular dish there. That's like one of their, you know, they really love that stuff.
That was a great video, Twinkle Toes. I'm actually I'm not gonna stay here, watch the show with me, but after you're done watching this, if you want to go check out that video by Sansa, that's really an eye-opening one, where she shows the pictures at the wax museum compared to the pictures that are from Chantal's video. The people are so unrecognizably smooth and stretched from all the filtering. They're barely even recognizable. They look like wax sculptures of themselves They look like wax sculptures of wax sculptures. That's what they look like. Like it's like the wax sculpture filter is on, so the realistic wax sculptures become really crappy looking wax sculptures. It's really funny when you. I mean, it's kind of scary almost when you think about it.
So, you know, I wanted to try it.
Maybe that's
Water
it.
sauce on the side.
Maybe that's the reason he doesn't.
Yeah. So in a few minutes here, I'm gonna go and get breakfast.
Open buffet.
Yeah, breakfast buffet. I wonder, they don't have halal sausages,
Yes.
unfortunately, so if they have a cheese
Very much.
buffet, I'll be probably snacking on that a lot. The fresh juice, the croissant, the cheese.
I think she's given up, Queen of Awesome. I think that she's still romantically into him, but I think she's finally like given up. I think she's thrown herself at him for so long that she's just like kind of tired of the embarrassment of not being like, she's just like, nah, you know what? I can only throw myself for so long, because she's tired of picking herself back up from throwing herself at him. I think that's what it is. So I think she's still romantically into him, but she's just given up. She's like, nah. Even Chantal is like, it's been what, 7 months? If it was gonna happen by now, it would happen. There's waiting, and then there's being realistic. But I still think you're right though, that they do have a little bit of a friendly bond, and that's it. They get along. I do believe that most of the time, at least.
Cheese and the coffee. That's my favorite thing.
That's it.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't
love
think she can relate at all.
saloni and aspargus. Yeah, Ghostface, I love it too.
Okay,
I
that
love
makes
it.
sense.
Habibi.
I vary, Nigel. I totally get your point, though. There are definitely times where I do feel sorry for Chantal, and it's not always, but there are times where I do. Definitely cool. I agree with that.
I love when you play it on the keyboard too.
I like it, yeah.
She's like right there. That was a good example. So Chantal sang along with that little song. She probably enjoys that song, but she doesn't know what the words mean. She doesn't relate to it. She just, it's a nice little melody that Salah likes. That's all it is to her. And because she doesn't really appreciate music on a musical level, the melody, it means nothing to her. She doesn't enjoy melodies. She doesn't enjoy harmonies. She enjoys that nasty lyrical stuff. That's what she enjoys. At least that's what it seems to be.
Oh, Breeze, if you have the cilantro gene, oh no. If you go to the gun park in Pattaya, you can film.
Ooh.
They have a gun park? What?
What?
Oh yes, everyone, please give Skinny a follow. Check her
Very
out.
funny, babe.
She has a great channel.
Funny or funny?
I think you'll enjoy it.
I don't know, babe. But you are too. Thanks, Carolina. Yeah, we are very happy. Take us with you to breakfast. Me, I would, but we have crazies.
Because she can't do it with her legs?
We have a case of the crazies. I wish I could, though.
But yes, it's Queen of Awesome. That's such a great point. Chantal, being physically mature, is a great example of somebody who is physically mature for a sexual relationship and has experienced one, but is not mentally ready for an adult relationship. Like she's ready. She's been ready for a long time, but and in some ways, maybe even mentally she's ready. But in general, she is just not mature enough for a serious relationship of any kind. And yes, she does look stupid. Her only dance move. Well, so you can't blame her for practicing, right? Hey, Jarella, glad to have you in. Hope you're having a good night. Anybody else just coming in? If you're enjoying the content, please click the like. Chatters, lurkers, all welcome. And if you're watching the replay, leave a comment. Let us know what you think. Do you think that Chantal and Salah are just totally platonic at this point? Do you think she's given up? Let me know what you think. All the different questions we've raised tonight.
I wish I know. I wish I know.
I wish I knew. I wish
Okay.
I did. I wish I did.
But I will say, Elizu, to be fair, I'm overgeneralizing. Maybe I'm stereotyping the music because I don't really listen to a lot of pop music. So to me, it's all bad. It's all drinking and going to bars and stuff. I'm probably being a little bit too critical. So maybe it's not all vulgar, but I still think that it's just she can't relate to this Middle Eastern style music. That's what it is. It's not even that she only relates to vulgar music, but that's a big part of what she related to about the music. The music itself is interchangeable. She likes the content more than the actual music. At least that's what I think.
We get handsomest man stuck in our heads.
Handsomest man.
Handsomest man.
Oh my god.
Handsomest man, baby.
That's fair.
Toby, Jimmy Buffett. Yeah, rip Sinead O'Connor, yeah.
I mean, when I say sexually mature, I don't mean like experienced. Like, I mean, she's experienced. I don't say she's not experienced, but I mean, she certainly has experience. But when I say, I guess I just mean more that it's something that has some experience with. Whereas, like having an adult relationship, I don't think she has any experience with that. Maybe with BB a
Are you
little
still
bit.
in the Big Buddha Village? Maybe.
That's a good one. That's a good point.
Maybe. Shoney's. Hubby.
Ooh.
I'm making frozen pizza and
Twinkle
Alfredo.
Toes. Do you think that's the reason why they went to Pattaya? Why they quickly switched hotels like out of nowhere? They're like, oh yeah, we've seen everything in Bangkok. We want to go to a couple of different. Do you think it's because she got doxxed there and they were that paranoid? That actually would make sense to me. Why they left Bangkok so seemingly for no reason. I mean, they hadn't even scratched the surface of things to do in Bangkok. Just went to the 7-Eleven in the mall. They went to like one interesting place.
You know, crackle pop. Hey, homemade is fine too. Like just
Yeah, she is.
putting something in the oven. Yeah, teardrop. Too many stalkers. Dreamweaver died. Oh well, I hate that
I have to
song,
agree.
but that's sad.
I have to agree. She's a very overgrown
Dreamweaver.
little kid.
But it was a popular song. I know that. Was it from the 80s or 70s?
Nope.
Every time.
It's been awesome. They have left Bangkok. They are still in Thailand, but they've left the city of Bangkok and they're now in the city of Pattaya, Thailand. I believe it's a city. The city of Pattaya, Thailand. So I don't know how far away it is. It's not too far, but it's another big city. It's also known for the nightlife. Very many haram things there, if that's what you look for.
In my dreams.
I see you. I feel you.
She's singing to torture us. That's why, Jarella. The only explanation.
Oh.
She hates
You
us.
play for Elise? Nice. You really do? That's awesome, Ghostface. Pizza. Do you dip them in marinara or do you just eat them plain? I like pizza. I like the Pillsbury pizza rolls. You love Dream.
Yep, that she did dox her hotel apparently. So I heard that from a couple people that some people managed to find her hotel just from that brief view. So, I mean, it's the view that I saw. It looked kind of run down out there. I mean, maybe the hotel itself was okay, but the area around it looked run down. And I don't. Maybe that's just the area they're in, but I know that it was not an impressive, beautiful view, and they called it a beautiful view, and I disagree.
Weaver Teardrop. It is a popular song. I think there's a song I hate more than that. It's
Fact, Salizu. That is definitely a fact.
Blinded by the light. I hate that song. Sing Titanic lyrics to Crazy Frog.
That's a good question.
Every night in
Seafood.
my dreams, every night in my dreams. I don't know, that would sound
Every
crazy.
time in their dreams.
They do move a lot.
My dad forced me to listen to that song in his purple Mustang. Blinded by the Light or Dreamweaver? Oh, Dreamweaver, Wayne's World, yeah.
That's possible that timing could explain something. That's definitely an interesting theory. I know that Chantal does not seem to be that. Before she turned to this Muslim phase, she would still talk about it a lot, but she didn't seem to be as actually active. And yes, this is Twinkle Toes. This is the nightlife capital of Asia. Pattaya, Thailand is known to be the place in Thailand if you want some nightlife, to put it nicely.
Anna Maria, hello.
Yeah, I think so.
It has changed a lot for sure.
At least some of them.
Hamburger Eyes Beezing, Flop Era. Where the heck have you been, traitor? No, of course not Hamburger. I don't look Hamburger.
Allegedly, the hotel itself is not. At least the first hotel was allegedly kind of nice, but it was in kind of a rundown area. That's what I heard from some people through the grapevine. Don't want to share my sources, but that's kind of what I heard. That it was in a. Thank you to those sources. You know who you are. I heard it was in a kind of a rundown area, but the building itself was allegedly kind of nice.
I look wide-eyed and bushy-tailed.
And allegedly, it was also right next to a 7-Eleven and a cat cafe. Take from that what you will.
You love that song? Blinded by the light.
Yeah, it is.
Locked up like a douche. In the runner in the. Yeah, Wayne and Garth.
They're not
Garth
great.
always did
They're
that
not
thing
great.
with his mouth, eh? Like. Dream be. Dream.
At least she still has her fronts, though. I'll give her that.
I believe you get me. Oh my gosh, I'm up too early. No breakfast.
So Salah doesn't get his own room?
Food is important.
That was my other question. I don't know if it's worth doing a. I'm going to do a poll for this. Actually, I'm going to let this play and do a poll.
Look how I am on an empty stomach. My eyes look small. My features have shrunk in the years. I don't know.
Her features have shrunk.
Dream beezers.
I think her face has grown.
Yeah.
Her head has grown.
I believe we can beeze till the morning light. Flop Era's back. Yeah, where did you go? Hanging out in the bad part of town, eh? Dream Creeper. You could say dream anything. So.
Flop Era, address where you've been all this time immediately. Address it right now.
Address it. People always used to say that. Address it. We have to go back to good old Beezing. Steve Miller. Oh, yeah. Some people call me a space cowboy. Some people call me Maurice. Wee, wee. Yeah, I know. Growing up, my parents always used to listen to that.
We got a poll for you folks.
Steve Miller Band. Did you kidnap a monkey in a jacket? Yeah, like in The Hangover.
Oh, that's another poll I got to ask. Do people think she's stoned or not? I think that Chantal is not heavily stoned. I don't think she's wheelchair stoned, but I do think that she has very possibly, very likely even consumed something. I'm aware that it's prescription, that pharmacies are not heavily regulated out in parts of Asia, especially Thailand. Just from what I heard, the pharmacies are not strictly regulated out there, so it's possible to get medications without necessarily seeing a doctor. Oh, that's an interesting point, Twinkle Toes. But yeah, and also that the THC and the smoking and the vapes and all that are pretty common out there too, from what I've heard. So I don't think she's full wheelchair, but I do believe Chantal is helping herself a little bit. I don't know about yes, for that kind of appetite, that's what I've heard as well. I've heard that it'll make you wild. Like it'll not for everybody. It doesn't do the same thing for everybody, but for a lot of people, it'll make your appetites go crazy.
Henny, hi, silent viewer. Thank you for saying hey.
That's why your
I'm
face
glad
is
you
shrinking.
Enjoy. Wake up, drop a deuce in the middle.
Not if she's sober. I think high, she totally can make the first move.
I'll tell you after.
Never mind.
Some call me a gangster.
Don't need to know.
I don't need to know.
That's gonna be the new scent on the Dar Altiv, or their line. They're gonna have the durian spray for when your partner, and the choice is Chantal. The only option is durian spray.
How old are you? I'm 39. Oh, really, Anastasia? I feel so old.
Anastasia or Anastasia?
Yeah, good question. Because you can say it both ways.
Yeah, it's like fantasia, right?
Fantasia.
Yeah, the light stone. Okay, that's the slightly toasted.
I think so. I don't know. I've
That's
never
you
heard
see
it
the.
that way.
Hey, Laura, welcome in.
Anastasia.
Ah, okay.
Ooh, that's an interesting
Golden
theory.
Girl A&P Atlantic.
And let me do my little warning also for anybody not aware. I'm not here to cast judgment on anybody, but just be careful with kratom. It's a substance that is not heavily regulated. It's not. I don't know what the rules and everything are exactly, the laws even, but just be very careful. I know some people have some real horror stories about becoming addicted, having very negative effects when they try to quit. So please just be careful. Don't mess with it. If you're already using it, you know what you're doing. That's fine. I'm not trying to tell anybody what they should do, but just please be careful. Don't think that it's no big deal. It can be a big deal, I've heard. So just be very careful.
Pacific grocery store. I used to love A&P.
Oh, something, all right.
Remember those little
Not high on
huge
love.
vats, big bins, I should say, of candy, individual candy, and they had a little white metal box that you could put. They're like 10 cents or I don't know. Like, how do they even know how much money you put? Nobody monitors it. You can put a penny in
Confidence
there.
in a rag, right?
But I always put like maybe 25 cents or something. My mom would give me a quarter or
Let's check on this poll.
maybe a loonie, and I would just grab a couple candy.
29 years old.
Yeah, 29. A&P. I'm not old.
So allows accommodation. His own. I thought his own side of the bed was maybe you get some of
Who
that.
cares about the number?
Yeah. I suppose.
But seriously, a lot of hotels, especially, well, I shouldn't say especially, but most hotels, from my experience, they have a couch with not most, but a lot of them will have a couch with a pull-out bed, so that they can make a second bed if it's a small room, or if it's a room that only has one bed. They'll have a couch with a pull-out bed in the other side of the room, so they could kind of turn into a two-bed.
Most of my family say it like Salah. Oh, Anastasia.
She does.
Okay.
Oh, Anastasia.
You were
See?
right, babe.
I'm right. I won.
He really does sound like Goofy.
You win.
I won.
You won.
Well, it's past.
Hey, Krista. Yeah, you won. Yeah.
I won the Salah. I'm 49 now.
Yeah, right.
After tomorrow, I'll be 50.
Happy
Come on.
birthday.
Everybody in the world, they know my age. What the hell?
Yep.
I'm 30.
30. Oh yeah, Safeway.
I always liked
never
Goofy
had
as a kid,
Safeway,
so that's mine.
but we had Lobes, IGA, Lobes.
I always
And
liked.
it's now
who's-
Metro. But yeah, what else do we have? We always had Farm Boy. I remember always Farm Boy. My grandma always shopped there.
But yeah, I always liked Goofy as a kid, so I can't hate Salah's laugh. I know some people really hate it. I'm not gonna say I like it, because it can be a little annoying, but I always like Goofy, so it's just, I gotta give him a little bit of a pass on that one, even though I know it's not the popular opinion.
I can still remember her order: 200 grams of honey ham, shaved.
And not in a fun way either.
800 grain bread. Like her bread had to have like 1,200 grains in
You're
it.
Friday night,
Salah
Texas.
looks like the president of El Salvador.
Really?
Seriously?
Ah, budget! Welcome back! Ready to bees! Welcome back, Aha Budget. You make,
Budget.
yeah. You make, it's a drink I used to always drink in Canada, like soda water.
You know, Twinkle
I
Toes.
miss
I was
Aha.
not aware of that for a while, because I don't watch Nikocado. I wasn't aware that was his thing, the little wine. I thought it was from Lucy. I thought that's where she learned it, because the only person I knew who did the little cry thing was Lucy from I Love Lucy, and she was hilarious when she did it. It was great. It was their little signature little line. She was cute. She was funny. It was perfectly timed. Everybody enjoyed it. She was great. Everybody liked Lucy. I thought Chantal was copying her. If Nico Cotto is copying her, good for him. But to copy the copy, that's weak. Don't copy the copy. Hey, welcome in, Late Night Hawk. Hope you're having a good night. Thank you for coming in.
Lemon.
With lemon? No, yeah. No, only at the restaurant I add lemon.
Do you know how we say lemon in Arabic?
Oh, welcome in, Irene.
Limon?
Lemon.
Didn't see you there.
Lemon.
Lemon.
That's so close to
Irene K,
Spanish. I
welcome
think
in.
Spanish is limon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Limon.
And you know what it is in French? Citron.
What?
Citron.
Yeah.
Totally different.
Yeah. My grandma would get wheat bread called Roman meal.
How to spell it? Me and you like?
Yeah, like a video on different words.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I don't think
Yeah,
anybody
sure.
copies Chantal. I do not think anybody copies Chantal. I mean, is Chantal even accused anybody of copying her?
Yeah.
And see the difference of how you spell it, how you say it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. We can do that.
Okay, I'm not a fan of the guy either. I don't really know much about him,
wrote
though.
take on me.
And I drink it, that AHA seltzer. It's all right. It's not like my favorite, but it's all right. I like the some people say that the natural flavorings in the seltzers aren't good. Maybe they're not, but I've gotten so used to them and I'm drinking them for so long. It's kind of a sunk cost fallacy at this point where I can't really be worried about it.
Yeah, remember that high note in that song? That's all I remember. No. And the music video for that was really cool. The drawings.
See, if I can see
Sourdough, yeah,
I can see
love
that
sourdough.
though.
What is bathtub in Arabic?
Banyo.
Oh, banyo.
See, ALR, as unlikable as she is and as boring as she is, I'm gonna say give her a compliment, and this is maybe the only one I'm ever gonna give her. And this is only in relation to Foodie. This isn't in general. But compared to Foodie, ALR has style. Compared to Foodie, ALR has her style. It's like a very dollar store aesthetic. It's not like a style anybody would want to copy, but it is like hers. And she's not the only one who has it. There's a lot of people, a lot of women, especially with that same style. But ALR at least has her little style. Foodie is just a copy of whatever guy she's with. So I got to give ALR that little bit of credit over Foodie. She at least has some of her own identity, even if it is a kind of a corny identity. Basic identity. That's all. It's very corny, basic identity, but it's hers.
Granola, you're right. Banyo, yeah. I remember when I went to Cuba, I had to say banyo.
Banyo.
Bathroom in Arabic, hammam.
Hammam?
Hammam.
Hammam.
Yeah, but if you say hammam, it's birds.
Oh. Oh my gosh, it's so hard to learn. It's all about the accent and the
I'd throw you
meaning.
$5.
Do you know the pigeon? The pigeon.
Yeah. Hammam?
Yeah.
That is disgusting.
Hammam, that means bathroom.
Oh, the hammam and the
Yeah,
hammam.
double M.
The
Oh, yes,
hammam and the
please.
hammam.
Thank you, lurkers. Lurkers always
There's a
welcome.
pigeon
Thank
in
you,
the
Archie.
bathroom.
And also, if you say hammam, it's a name of like a male name. Hammam.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You know, Twinkle Toes, I actually thought that ALR was a lot older than she was. And part of it's because of how she dresses. But yeah, I thought she was basically the same age as Chantal. I thought she was like around 40. I was so surprised to learn she was still only in like her 30s. She was like in her early 30s or something. Wild.
Chubby soda, yes. I used to drink chubby soda. The grape one was my favorite.
Chubby soda.
You're right.
Jokes write themselves.
Roman meal bread, we felt bougie. Really?
She used to drink chubby soda.
Arabic and Spanish have a lot of similar words. Yeah, even in French actually.
Yeah, true. Like salon.
Salon, yeah, salon, living room.
Yeah, salon in French.
In Arabic and French, salon.
I'm terrible at pronouncing French.
On va faire des biscuits dans le salon.
Also, we say salon for the barber shop.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, salon.
The cheap plastic jewelry. Amber loves that crap.
Kuwaiti vase. Does it offer a better charcuterie board? What in the heck? What in the cheeseless charcuterie board was that? They gave me a crappy mustard and a bunch of meats.
I can only imagine what an amber thirst trap is like. I mean, that's got to be. I mean, you'd have to be in the Sahara Desert to even notice that. Right? I mean, she really has like that like retired scrapbook lady who works. She has that look of the retired lady who works at the scrapbooking store. That's what she dresses like.
It's the longest sentence I ever heard in my life.
Not as long as the after you sneeze.
Oh, we're actually getting up on 10.
Allah.
Oh,
That's long.
okay. Alhamdulillah.
Yarhamkum Allah.
يهديكم الله ويصلح بالكم.
See?
Oh, that's
No,
impossible
that's
for
too
me.
long of a process for
I
sneezing.
can't do that.
4 words.
No.
Only 4. Wallah.
See, the thing is, I could actually pronounce Spanish. Okay, I could pronounce some Spanish. I pronounce Italian because I took some Latin, but I cannot pronounce French for the life of me. To Pew faire un regime Chantal. I can't. I could be right. I could be wrong. I'm just totally guessing. I have no idea what that should sound like.
How about congratulations?
That's a long word.
Right?
Congratulations. Mabruk. Yeah, mabruk. And congratulations.
Joel, the multilinguist.
The
Polyglot.
red light district.
For
Well,
example,
maybe.
Where had you been? Arabic? When country?
Oh my goodie. Oh my gosh. True. Rosemary, I don't know, because like they're mixed in. The red light districts are
That's
kind
fair to Twinkle Toes. I mean, when I criticize ALR style of dressing, I mean, to be fair, it's not like I want her to wear string tops, you know. It's not like I want her to wear halter tops and things like that. So I'm not against her dressing modestly. I don't think that's a bad thing. So, you know, in fairness, that's she's a bit limited.
mixed in with other tourist things to do. You know, like I think I seen a massage parlor and then like an alligator stand right up front of it. So it depends what you want to do. It's
Really?
kind of mixed in. But no,
That is a surprise to me, Sunshine, because you really, I never would have thought English was your second language. You speak so well.
we partaking in any of the
Or you
activities.
type so well, rather.
Not willingly, anyway. No, I'm kidding. Hi, Sandra. Thank you.
Speak some jive.
Those more fountains. Pigeon in the bathroom. What? You guys are bees.
That's good. It's good to know
Felicidad.
some extra stuff.
Just يا إما.
yeah.
يحتوي المطعم الصوتي على بطاطس محمرة لأنه مطرش للغاية. لأن
Oh, okay. I was gonna say you had me going there, Sunshine. This.
The Sound restaurant has salty potatoes and many other foods, but it's so disgusting because I don't like the salty things.
Oh.
Salah doesn't like
salty
salty
things.
stuff.
That's interesting.
Wow. Maybe that's how they get along. Salah doesn't eat the salt stuff. There's only like another 7 minutes on this live, and I'm just gonna let it run out, even though it's already 10 o'clock.
Really, Trill House? Mill House.
We're gonna run just a little late tonight, folks.
Ocean Highway. Meep 8
Make up
months.
for the missed episode.
Fountain wife wants to know why Salah's ghosting her. The fountain lady. Remember Asiatique?
Fountain wife.
Meep. Thank you, Meep.
Which
Where
one?
did you read? Remember
Oh, and everybody, please get your vote in on that poll. We're gonna be closing the poll in a moment.
the Asiatique, the fountain, the lady in the fountain.
Oh yeah.
That's a good point, Go ZJ.
The fountain wife.
Oh my God, me.
Interesting.
We can't bring her back. She exceeds the weight limit on the plane.
Yeah, I don't really know my ancestral language either. But you know, maybe this was your situation too. Maybe you didn't have a lot of chances to speak Japanese growing up. You know, it's not like now where we have the internet and we can talk to people in other countries. So I think it's a lot easier to learn more languages nowadays. I know that if it would certainly help me to learn more languages nowadays if I was actively trying to do it, because you could speak to people from all over the world at all times now. Whereas back then, you could go a decade without hearing a foreign language sometimes, or without hearing a specific language. So I think that's something that's very different.
The parcel limit.
Already sent freebies.
Hey, well, at least speak something.
Already said bees. Rosemary. Oh yeah, rebees. Little pumpkin, little poopies. You should go to the Philippines, maybe. There's no place I really wouldn't want to go. Like I said.
Ooh, seafood pie. And you know something? she also said it's early in the morning and they're going to go to breakfast after this live. So it would make total sense if she woke up and then she just took her dose or whatever.
Yeah. And maybe I wouldn't want to go to Mexico. I don't want to get killed by the cartel. I don't want my head cut
Hola,
off.
amigo.
I'm going to say this on behalf of Mexico. From my understanding, that's not every area in Mexico. There's parts of Mexico that are safe for tourists. But, you know, I mean, just be careful wherever you go.
Which is a shame because it is somewhere, yeah, well, that's somewhere so beautiful. But, like, it's dangerous. I don't know. Maybe not.
All 57 flavors of the tongue.
Yeah. Well, I've seen some pretty...
Because everywhere you find the good and bad people. Don't worry.
Well, the murder capital,
I think
the
so,
most
too.
murders happen right now in Zacatecas, Mexico, so I'm scared. I watch too many bad videos.
Oh, geez.
I don't know.
Sorry about your mom.
Social media gives the negative way of the country, or, you know,
True. There's spitting cobras here?
being delusional.
Spitting cobras in Thailand? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I know what you mean. 7-Eleven milk
Okay,
tea.
that's coffee.
Huh?
That's coffee.
Oh, wow. Jeez, is that a tourist
Yeah,
area?
I'm scared.
Because, I mean, I guess it does happen.
Relax, baby, be cool.
Relax, baby, be cool.
Got to be careful. I mean, that's very scary.
7-Eleven
Very,
milk
very
tea
scary.
is really good.
I hope they're
love
okay.
it.
Milk tea.
I mean, I pray to God.
Milk tea. It's too sweet though.
That's
Thanks, I'm
horrible.
glad.
Carolina, I'm Mexican and we are always afraid to go down south. Okay, so it's safe on the north?
Yeah. Do you mean like in the South U.S. or Mexico? Yeah, there's some areas that are worse than others, but I don't know.
the cobras aren't spitting; they're just smelling her.
What? That's... Okay. That's the reason why I don't like to travel.
Ah.
What was his reason? He doesn't like to
Just
travel.
write in English, please.
Let me go back and hear that.
Ghostface said...
I don't know.
Ghostface said that's why what? That's... Okay. That's the reason why I don't like to travel.
Oh,
Ah,
the chat said that.
I see.
Ghostface, just write in English, please. The Arabic Google Translator is bad. It's
Google
bad.
Translate, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It can be confusing more.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
Arabic's a hard language.
That
to learn.
is-
I didn't know you. Oh, really cool. That's cool, Carolina. Do you like
Dear
art
God.
in Mexico, basically?
There's
That's horrible.
155 Arabic accent.
Oh my gosh. Can't keep
That's one of the
up.
most horrible things I've heard.
Okay, I'll try English. Look up news stories about venomous snakes crawling through the sewage
Wow.
in Bangkok and coming up toilets. Ew.
Then be careful.
no.
I'm going to
I
say
don't wanna
that.
scare myself.
Sunshine,
I'll probably
dear
look it
dear
up.
God. I mean, that's
You have to be
that's
on
anecdotal,
alert.
but
Oh, you're
take
in the
I
US,
take your word
okay.
for it. I take your word for it. I had no
Hotel
plans to go to
tour
Mexico
leads.
anyway. Dear God.
Probably not
Why the
Rosemary.
crimes happened? What do they feel about it?
That is just horrible.
You mean the crimes in Mexico? It's mostly
For
gang.
example,
Like in Mexico, it's mostly.
I know Thailand doesn't have the best
cartels.
reputation
like,
either, though.
their
To be fair,
cartels are like organizations that do like smuggle drugs, like organized crime, like
Wow.
the mafia kind of.
that is just amazing. I mean, in a horrible way, but
I'll
it's-
never travel as
that a book is. I mean, it's in a book too.
The
Wow.
porch lady and fountain lady can be
Chantal's
confirmed.
accent makes it 151.
That's a good one, yeah. And who knows what my accent is. Okay, I don't want breakfast to be over and all the good things gone, so I want to go eat.
Wow.
You want to go eat now, please? I need
I'm
buffet.
hungry.
You are hungry?
I'm starving.
They're going to the breakfast buffet
Yeah,
every day.
me too.
That's okay. Then we're gonna end at least on hopefully a bit of a positive note here. There's only like 2 minutes left. I'm gonna shut it down. But she said that she's going to the breakfast buffet. Does anybody else think that that's the reason they went to this hotel? Is because they want to go to the breakfast buffet every day? I think that's possible. And finally, just closing out the poll to end the night here. Salah's accommodations, the majority of folks, vast majority, believe he is accommodated with his own sleeping arrangements, his own bed, his own sleepy that bed. One person believed his own side of the bed. One person believes he gets his own side of Chantal. But nobody believes that they splurged for his own room. All right, folks. God bless you, every one of you. Take care of yourselves. Be safe out there. Love one another. You know, we only got one life on this earth. Let's try to make it the best we can, right? And when I say that, I don't mean, mistreat yourself by eating a bunch of buffets and crap like that either. Only one life means take good care of it. Eat well while you can, treat yourself while you can, but whatever. Oh, it's all right, Jarrell. I'm just glad to have you. Yeah, and I have to agree, Tara. He is not sleep with her. All right, everybody. Thank you for coming in. I had a great night. Be blessed, everybody. I'm so sorry to hear the Sunshine story. I mean, it's just such a really horrible story to hear, but I don't know what else to say. Hopefully everybody had enjoyed the stream. All right, good night, folks.